The existence of alien life in the universe is one of the most fascinating questions that has confounded humanity for many years. There have been a lot of recent fresh discoveries that might indicate the presence of aliens. The thread that one of NASA's Perseverance rovers discovered on the surface of Mars is the most significant recent finding that has astonished the whole space industry. We could truly need this to provide the answers to some of the most fascinating queries about extraterrestrial life. Have you ever wondered why any response would seem terrifying? Let's start by using the most recent finding as an example. The existence of extraterrestrial life in some form on Mars is among the most widely held hypotheses around the image of the string. However, before getting more specific, let's look at some fundamental information. One of the 8 planets in our solar system, Mars is located in the Milky Way, our galaxy. However, how many planets are there in the Milky Way? The Milky Way is thought to contain at least 100 billion distinct planets. In addition, the Hubble Space Telescope found that the cosmos contains approximately 100 billion distinct galaxies. Not to mention the fact that the cosmos is expanding and getting faster all the time. There aren't always new planets and galaxies forming just because the universe is expanding. In addition, since the cosmos is expanding, everything is moving apart from one another. This implies that one of the galaxies we are now seeing will eventually be too far away for us to observe and understand. Precisely. There are only 2 eventualities that could occur when all of these data are considered. Either there are many more aliens than we could ever conceive, or we are the only species in the universe. We all find both of these possibilities to be extremely alarming. Let's get back to our solar system. Can life from other planets emerge on Mars? Astrobiology has always been interested in studying life on Mars because of the planets' proximity to one another and their similarities to Earth. There is currently no evidence to support the existence of life on Mars, either in the past or in the future. Nevertheless, some of the evidence points to the possibility that liquid water formerly covered Mars' surface, making it potentially hospitable to some microbes. That, however, was during the prehistoric Noachian era. We may therefore be certain that those livable conditions did, in fact, point to life. Now, why is NASA sending rovers to explore Mars? Actually, the Perseverance rovers are a component of NASA's Mars 2020 project. This mission's primary objective was to look for evidence of prehistoric life close to the Gaza crater. In addition, the rover gathers samples of rock and regolith. For those of you who are unfamiliar, regolith is the solid material that covers a planet's bedrock, such as the bedrock of Earth or Mars. It can be found on the Moon as well, and it typically comprises of shattered rocks, dust, and other relevant things like soil. But just what did the researchers discover on Mars? And could it suggest extraterrestrial life? This strange rope was found by a Perseverance rover from NASA in the vicinity of the Jesuito crater. Not only has this region never been investigated, but NASA is unsure exactly what this string is. However, there are already dozens of hypotheses about what this enigmatic object might be. The majority of the Perseverance team members think that this enigmatic thread is actually a piece of debris from the rover's landing. The team made use of the rocket-powered jetpack technology to land safely on the planet. As a result, they were able to safely land the rover on the planet without worrying about potentially harmful repercussions. The rover had never been there before, which is the one aspect of this argument that doesn't make sense. NASA staff members therefore assumed that the wind could have moved the string. Their initial presumption was this. Additionally, the same rover found a piece of shiny foil back in June, demonstrating that this isn't the first time we've left trash in space. According to NASA, it was most likely leftover thermal protection from the rover. Contrary to popular belief, many scientists are more concerned about the space debris and the possibility that the stream may not be what it appears to be. Why did NASA decide to abandon the rover close to the Jesuito crater? One of the most well-liked and well-known craters on Mars is the Jesuero crater. The name of this crater makes complete sense, despite the fact that it may initially look a little strange. In several Slavic languages, Jezu really means lake. But why was that the crater's name given by the scientists? Is it as a result of the crater's shape, the diameter and depth? Maybe there's something else. Studies indicate that water filled the Jezu at least twice, and this huge crater has a diameter of 45 kilometers. In other words, the crater has two channels on its western and northern sides that likely provided it with water in the past. However, we would undoubtedly anticipate a lake with a 45-kilometer diameter to have a specific depth. If the crater isn't as deep as anticipated, though, it indicates that silt deposited on the crater's floor. Unbelievably, there is a delta-like deposit in each of the Jesuit crater's channels. This is where the water may have carried any silt before depositing it in the crater or lake. Recent NASA studies indicate that the Jesuito crater may contain over 1 sediments. In addition, the western and northern waterways were actually used to bring in the majority of them. Additionally, it is thought that this lake has truly been around for a very long period. Thus, life may have eventually evolved. Nobody is certain of the exact nature of the string that was discovered close to the crater. NASA is still investigating the enigmatic string to identify its origin because nothing has been confirmed as of yet. What do you think? Does Mars actually harbor extraterrestrial life of any kind? Or was this string simply another useless object floating about in space? Please share us your opinion in the comments below.